Good morning, guys. Let's go ahead and take a look at our Monday's warm-up, starting with multiplying. So here, I'll start multiplying 500 by 50, 500 by 4, 20 by 50, 20 by 4, 30 by 50, 30 by 4. Now add my products. I see that there is 0 in the ones place, 10 in the tenths place, give that 1, 7, the hundreds place, 2 in the thousands, 9. Final answer, 29,700. So now I'm going to find the quotient of 672 divided by 12. You see I've already listed my multiples, and I can tell that I'm going to start off with a 5. 5 times 12 is 60. And subtract, bring down. There's my 72, 6 times 72. I'm subtracting. My final answer is 56. So now I'm going to find the sum for 24 and 75 hundredths plus 12 and 45 hundredths. Pause the video and try to say that for yourself. Let's go ahead and start by adding the hundredths place. 5 plus 5 is 10. 11, 12. Carry my 1. Go ahead and bring down my decimal. 4 plus 2 is 6 plus 1 more is 7. And you got it, 3. My final answer is 37 and 20 thousandths, which is equal to 37 and 2 tenths. Now we're going to find the difference of 12 and 67 hundredths minus 10 and 54 hundredths. So I'm going to start in the hundredths place. 7 minus 4. 6 minus 5. Bring down my decimal. 2 minus 0. Final answer is 2 and 13 hundredths. Now let's compare 12 and 56 hundredths and 125 and 6 tenths. We'll compare them based on less than, greater than, or equal to. And before I do that, I want to line up my place values. I see here I have a space in the thousandths. I can place a space holder there. There's also a space here in the whole number hundreds, just so you can see those place values can be added. But we can look in these two numbers and tell that we have more whole numbers in 125 and 6 tenths than we do in 12 and 56 hundredths. So 12 and 56 hundredths is less than 125 and 6 tenths. Now let's compare 74 and 3 tenths to 7 and 43 hundredths. Again, I can look at my whole numbers here, guys, and see 74 is greater than 7. That lets me know 74 and 3 tenths is greater than 7 43/100. All right, so we're moving right along. We're going to simplify 4/8. What are some things you notice about this number? I noticed that they're both even. My numerator and my denominator are even numbers. You see, I've already went ahead and wrote down my multiples of 4 because I did notice there was a 4 and 8 or multiples of 4. I also know if I divide these, I am simplifying. I'm going to divide it by 4. I also notice if I have 4 divided by 4 over 2, it is equal to 1/2. I have simplified 4/8 and it is equal to 1/2. Now I'm going to simplify 5/20. I noticed that the 5 in the numerator and the 20 in the denominator were both factors of 5. So I did write down my 5s and notice my 5 and 20. So in order to simplify these, I'm going to divide by 5. And when I do that, I know that 5 divided by 5 is 1. 20 divided by 5 is 4. My final answer is 1/4. So now let's solve this expression. We're going to use PEMDAS. Just a quick reminder, we know that the P is for parentheses. We'll start with parentheses first when solving the problems. Then exponents, we'll talk about exponents a little later. You probably won't see any exponents on your spiral just yet. M for multiplication, D for division, A for addition, and S, you know it, subtraction. So we're going to use these steps as we solve this expression. So like I said, we'll start with parentheses. Let's solve what we have here in parentheses. So I know that 32 divided by 4 is 8. So once I have that quotient there, I'm going to bring down my next sign and my problem. Now I see 8 plus 3 is 11. So it becomes like a puzzle there, guys. And you'll notice that your expression is going to lessen down until you find that answer. 11 is our answer. So here we need to find out what division problem does this model represent. So let's first take a look at some things that we notice here, some things that we definitely see here in the model. We see that the total rectangle is equal to 24. So that would give me my dividend. I see that the rectangle is broken into, it is broken into 3 equal parts. I see those 3 equal parts. Now that I see those 3 equal parts, I know that that's going to be equal to my divisor. Now, I can think about 34 divided by 3, which if we look at inverse operation even, what is equal to 24? $24 is the final answer. This model represents 24 divided by 3 equals 8. So now we're going to write out 43 78 thousandths in word form. Great review, guys. Remember, if there is something you need to go back to look at again, rewind the video, go back and continue to practice.